Oop, it's too dark or something there. We go with the shadow again. Let me see if it's this way. Why am I having these shadows? Huh? Did that help something? Yeah, I guess it did. Let's see here. All right. Look like it's working right. Okay, let me get this one here going. All right, family. How's everybody today? All right. Illinois Evening Draw. Welcome to Pick Three at a Glance. And what I have here, let me do something here. I gotta see how this is going to line up right with this. Let me erase this here. So people, when they come on the live, they'll know what it's about. I see so many people when I visit other lives to try to put my content and live together. And they'll come to the live and they'll be like, what is this about? So I figured if I post on the front up somewhere where they can see it on the live, that it's about Pick Three Lottery. That way they won't, they'll have a know whether they want to be on it or not. Pick Three Lottery. Maybe I put winning. See how that comes out. Pick Three. I guess they can figure that. That looks kind of slanted, don't it? Man, I tell you, me and my eyeballs, or either I'm trying to do it wrong, maybe I need to stand up and do it. I'm trying to sit down and do it. And I can get it straighter. Maybe I can use this paper edge to make it straighter. Maybe I should say how to win Pick Three. What y'all think? How to win Pick Three. That's what I'm going to do. How to win Pick Three. Stand up and make it. Excuse me for a minute if I block you out, but doing the best I can with what I got. To win Pick Three. That better? That straighten out better? Okay. How to win Pick Three. Yeah, that looks better. So how's the family today? I hope everybody's doing well. One more hop till I reach the top. I'm going to keep on rolling. Keep on rolling. I'm going to wait. No, I'm not going to wait till audience come in because I got this line. What happened there? I hope it don't block out. Well, I can basically see. You see, can you see it? Yeah. Yeah. Hey, Alex, how you doing? Glad to have you with me. What we're doing here today, Alex, like this Pick Three at a glance. And what I did over all the years I've been playing Pick Three, I put together a system of tracking the actual 1,000 number. I had no system out there like this one that I could find where I could track all 1,000 numbers on paper. This is before they even had, probably before they had cell phones, really. And so what I did is all you had was books to learn from. You had no other resources or anything to learn how to play Pick Three. And I was buying books and everything like that. And I still didn't think I had a handle on how to really win or increase my chances of winning better. So what I did after reading so many books and learning so many tic-tac-toes and different strategies, I came up with my own strategy for myself personally, because I wasn't sharing it, had at that time even thought I could share it with anybody or how I would share it anyway. And I came up with 22 numbers out of the 1,000 numbers, which I call base numbers. And I knew then about the different rundowns. I knew about the 1, 2, 3 rundown, the 2, 3, 4 rundown. You can make a rundown out of any of the 1,000 numbers you want, except for triple zeros. So I put some numbers together and I did the 111 rundown on them. And I had 22 numbers that I put together, and I had all 1,000 numbers in a possible combination. And this is a sheet here that you're looking at with the 12 numbers of the singles on top, and then the doubles with 10 of the doubles. And I put them all in numerical order, where at a glance, at any time, as you was tracking the numbers, your winning numbers coming each day, you knew exactly what would be going on with the 1,000 numbers and the best way to hit them. Okay? So here, so, okay, I thought my grandkids was gone, but it looked like I got some still here. Hopefully, I might have to go out there and tell them to quiet down just a little bit for me. But okay, give me a minute here. I might have to go out there and let them know I'm live. Okay, but like I said, I took the 22 numbers, and these numbers here, I call the base numbers on top, which is the 012, the 013, the 014, the 015, the 016, the 017, the 018, the 024, the 025, and the 026, 027, and the 037. I did the 111 rundown on those. These was the first strategy I came up with to track the 1,000 numbers. And then on the doubles, I did the 001, the 002, the 003, the 004, 005, triple zeros. And I had, let me make sure you can see. And then I had the 011, 022, the 033, and the 044. Did the 1-1 rundowns on those. And then I did the math work to make sure that everything was there. And it was. And I knew I was on to something. Once I knew I could actually track those 1,000 numbers, I knew I could substantially increase my chances of winning. Okay. So then I add another strategy, which is here I added the triangle strategy. When I came up with this strategy, I took 0, double zeros to 9 and 99. I made a triangle out of it to see if I could find all the pairs of the 1,000 numbers of the winning combination of the 1,000 numbers. And I found out that I could track all the pairs with strategy number 2. And then with that strategy, I said, okay, I need to track all the singles, the single pairs. Okay. And I realized that I could track all the singles. And then here, I needed to know, okay, what the single digit was. And I made 2 columns from 0 to 9. 3 columns from 0 to 9. So I would know when any one of these 3 numbers would fall, what position the number would be in, which I'll go through in detail here in a minute for you. But I'm just kind of explaining my workout sheets and how to use them. Okay. And then after that, I came out with number 4, and this is it. And I found out it's imperative. all through the year, I need to know what front pair of this number fell and what back pair of the number fell. So that way, working with the law average, let's just say example, or quick example. If I found that 0 front didn't fall all year and 0 back didn't fall all year in 2024 this year, going into next year, if I was playing in triples all that year, I would be playing triple zeros. Because the likelihood of those two numbers mating up, the front or the back, since they hadn't played for a year or better, and that happens, triple zeros is your number to play, and that's how I win. Any of the doubles that I find out a year more, because you know you're going to only get 3 triples out of the year, but you're going to get doubles, but they might not be a double on the front 0 or a double on the back, or a double 1 on the front, double 1 on the back, double 2 on the front, double 2 on the back. So you know the likelihood of that happening with the triple twos or triple ones or triple zeros, those would be your triples to play. And that's how I win, especially on triples. All right? So that's the basis of the workout. 4 little workouts that put you in the winner's circle. Now, the number that came out in Illinois is 897, evening draw, yesterday. And what I do, I do the 897, let's see if 897. And I do the 1-1 rundown on it. Let me see how this works. If I can get comfortable. Yeah, it should be. Okay. So you add 1 to the 8, you get 9. 1 and 9, you get 10. But in lottery math, you don't use the second. You only use single digits. You just use the 0. You don't use the 1. Then you add 1 to 0, you get 1. 1 to 1, you get 2. 1 to 2, you get 3. 1 to 3, you get 4. 1 to 4, you get 5. 1 to 5, you get 6. 1 to 6, you get 7. And 1 to 7, you're going to get the 8. When you get the same number at the top, you get it at the bottom, you know you added correctly. You do the same here. 1 to 9, you're going to get 0. 1 to 0, you're going to get 1. 1 to 1, you get 2. 1 to 2, you get 3. 1 to 3, you get 4. 1 to 4, you get 5. 1 to 5, you get 6. 1 to 6, you get 7. 1 to 7, you get 8. And 1 to 8, you're going to get the 9. Same number at the top, you get at the bottom, you add correctly. And if you was to do this, start adding again on to here, you keep going, it's to no avail, because you're going to keep getting these same numbers up here each time. And you add 1 to 7, you're going to get 8. 1 to 8, you're going to get 9 again. 1 to 9, you get 0. 1 to 0, you get 1. 1 to 1, you get 2. 1 to 2, you get 3. 1 to 3, you get 4. 1 to 4, you get 5. 1 to 5, you get 6. And 1 to 6, you're going to get the 7. Same number at the top, you got at the bottom. So what you're doing here, when you do the 1-1 rundown, you're looking for the base number. You're looking for the base number that's going to be in this rundown here, okay? And as you start doing using the pick 3 at a glance strategy, you'll know what the base number is automatically when you see it. And it's going to be this 120. But it's going to show as 012 on the sheet, which is column 1. Okay, so we're going to go to column 1 on the master sheet here. Right here. Here's column 1. Right here. Right here is the 012. And you're going to find this 789. Oh, let me different pen. I don't want to use this one because of two. Oops. You're gonna find the 789. It's gonna be the same number, but it's just one of the 6 ways that any single can come out. So you're gonna circle it. Bam, you're done. I usually circle it, and then if the number comes out again, like this 3, 4, 5, I'll check it off to see how many times it come out in that month. All right. Now, like I said, the reason why the number's in a different position because it can come out 6 different ways. Any single can come out 6 different ways of the 1,000 numbers. Just like the winning number that came in, which is the 897. It can come out as 879. It can come out as 789. It can come out as 798. And then come out 9. Let me make sure I can. Oops. Oops, I started over too far. I'm going to have to straighten that out. This is a new board. This is something new I'm trying. So so I don't have to shuffle so many papers. So let's do it again. This 897 can come out as 879. It can also come out as 789. It can come out as 798. It can come out as 987. Oops. Why do it like that? It can come out as 987. And then come out 978. See, that's the six numbers out of the 1,000 that these combinations are in that 1,000. Okay? And that's why they say playing a number in combination or playing a number boxed. That's what they mean. That any way that this number comes out and you play it boxed, you'll win. Because this is the only way these numbers can come out. Now, it pays less depending on your state. But you'll get some of it rather than none of the number. If you just played the straight like 897 and any of these ways come out, you'll lose. You won't win. But if you box it, you cover all. It's like insurance. It covers any way that that number comes out, period. And that's on the singles. And the doubles is only got 3 ways they can come out that you might want to see. Doubles got 3 ways they can come out. I'll mark it down here because I know you can see it then. Doubles, they got 3 ways they can come out. Let's say 112. It can come out 121, or it can come out 211 of the 1,000 numbers. Same way with doubles. And that's what they mean when they say box, the combination. So that's what, whatever winning number come in, and you do the 1-1 rundown on it, one of these base numbers on top will always be in that rundown. Might not be in the same format, but it will definitely be in that rundown. Okay? Now, here on the triangle, which is strategy number 2, you want to see what the pairs are that 897 is, that makes up the pairs, to find the pairs. So what you're going to do, you got 3 separate pairs, so you're going to have 3 I mean, you got three individual numbers, so you're going to have three separate pairs. So you're going to mark off uh, you're going to mark off the 80, the 78 here, the 79, and 89. Okay. And then if you have a double, which is like the 112 I just showed you, you would mark off, if it came in, you'd mark off the 11 and the 12 because you only got two individual numbers. And if you had a triple, which is only one number, you mark like triple zeros, you just mark off the double zeros to let you know that that double did fall, but it came in as a triple. Okay. That's how at the end of the month, whatever pairs are left, I carry over to the previous month. And I'm tracking each month using one of these sheets, what's going on with the numbers. Here in Missouri, 38 pair when I was tracking hadn't failed for 120 days. I would keep my eye on when the numbers start getting a pair or whatever, it gets around 60 days that they don't show up, and you'll see that. You'll start seeing what it really takes to win. If it gets past 60 days, my eye is automatically on it collected to add to my bucket list of numbers to play when I do hit. I always know where I'm going to get my numbers from. Not no numbers I did from a tic-tac-toe day sum, grid of multiple different rundowns to try to hit the numbers in the next day. They're not going to tell you anything alone. You got to know what the actual numbers are doing. So 38 pair hadn't failed for 120 days. I knew when I won how I was going to play that 38 pair. And you'll learn that with all the other different strategies that I have to play when it comes to your pairs. Here with is the single digits that are hot. I wanted to know what position the numbers didn't fall in because I'm working with the law average all the time to keep my eye on what numbers haven't came. I'm not so much concerned on with the numbers that have came. There's nothing I can really do about them unless I see something going on, a trend that just is impossible for me not to play them, you know. But I want to know what numbers are cold to start looking at playing because I know working with the law average, they have to show up. So like this 8, 9, 7 that fell, I'll mark off the 8 in the front. I'll mark off the 9 on the end here. I mean in the middle. And the 7 on the back. Like that. And how this was real helpful in Missouri when I was playing Missouri. I realized doing this that 7s hadn't failed with no number for 2 months. And matter of fact, I went back, I thought I was tripping. I say, now I know a 7 had to fall because I know the 7 had missed the previous month. Then when I got toward the end of the next month after that, and no 7 had failed, I hopped all over them 7s. And they working with the lot that came in, and I won, and how I played them. Triple sevens front, 7 I mean triple sevens as a number, and 7 front, 7 back, and I wheeled it from 770 down to 779. And if you don't understand what I mean by wheeling numbers, let me go here right quick and show you what I mean by wheeling numbers. How to wheel a number. If you see a single pair that hadn't failed or whatever, and you want to wheel it, I can take this one off. Well, let me get this here. I'm going to show you how to wheel numbers. Say the double seven, like I said, hadn't failed. Sevens. This is how you will it. You will the number. Can you see that? Like I say, I'm doing this. This is new technique I'm doing. Hopefully, rather than try to shuffle a lot of different papers. You do 770, 771, 772, 773, 774, 775, 776, 777. See, I hit them triple sevens, then 778, then 779. So anyway, sevens played, I win. And I kept carrying the sevens, and they kept coming. I think triple sevens fell about 3 times that year, because it hadn't failed for 2 months with no number. He said, I'm telling you, this is the stuff you see. You ain't gonna see it with the tic-tac-toe, dates on Chris, multiple different rundowns, 100 other workouts they got out there. If you ain't tracking all 1,000 numbers, and the same thing can happen for your numbers in your state, you'll see something that's out of line that you tracking the actual 1,000 numbers that you can play and win with. Because the law average has to work. Unless they're cheating. And they could charge cheating. The lottery, they can't cheat. Eddie Tipton showed us that. He worked for the lotteries, and he set the computers up where he could win millions of dollars. And they finally called him and locked him up. But it wasn't that they called him. He made a dumb mistake. Or not dumb. You know, they say crime don't pay, but it depends, I guess. He went and tried to cash in $1 million ticket, and they seen him on camera in the lottery place trying to cash it, or had bought it, and knew he wasn't supposed to be playing. But he went a long time, stole all kind of money before they caught him. And then after that, after they caught him, they lessened his sentence if he told them how he did it. So, yeah, they can cheat you in the lottery. So don't be fooled. Somebody called me and asked me could they retire using my system playing pick 3. I say not unless you work for the lottery company or something, because they can change the game anytime they get ready, buddy. If you figure out how to win, they gonna change it. So no, I ain't gonna tell you can retire. You better keep your job or whatever it is you're doing to make it right now. But anyway, unless you hit them, large enough sum where you might want to retire. And I'm talking about Powerball, Mega Million or something, because you ain't gonna really retire with pick 3, not with the amount of money, unless you put $100 on a pick 3 number. If it comes straight, wouldn't be no more $60,000. Yeah, $60,000 in Missouri, or $50,000 in anything. That ain't nothing to retire off of. You can't hardly retire with $1 million today. So, yeah, that's how you will the numbers. And then I have the tracking the front pair and the back pair, which is paramount to building a winning strategy. Like you want to check. Now here's a yearly sheet that I use. I track the front pairs and the back pair all year. So during the end of the year, like I was explained before, I know exactly what front pair and back pair hasn't played. Now, that 8-9-7, I want to look to see if that 8-9 then fell on the front. And yes, it has. One time already, so I'll mark that off. Let me know I failed twice. And the 9-7 on the back. And I know it. And you see, you'll start keeping stuff in your mind. You'll know what to feel by actually tracking the actual 1,000 numbers. And then, yeah, I know that 9-7 fell on the back. Bam, twice. Because the 9-7 hadn't failed all last year. That's how I know. You start remembering what's going on and how they'll show up, working with the law average. And carrying the numbers over from year to year. The numbers that don't fall in this year in 2024, I'm going to carry them over to 2025. and 25 to 26. I used to start all over from the beginning and I wasn't winning. And then I say, but what I did notice is that the numbers didn't fall in 2024, was falling in 2025. And that's what I mean by building a strategy and a skill set. Not off of no rundowns and tic-tac-toes and all that stuff. You're working with the law of average to see what numbers didn't fall the previous year and lining them up. You're learning what number and its opposite didn't fall and lining them up. Just like the 015 and the 560 we just hit. They mirrored each other. I built a strategy and a skill set, and the 560 just hit not too long ago. This is stuff I'm talking about. You can build a strategy and a skill set. Okay. Let's see what else we have here. And I'll answer questions at the end of the live if anybody have any. Because it's kind of hard to concentrate on this and do the chat too. I usually like to wait to join the chat at the end. And I'll if you have any questions, I'll answer it in the live video when I upload it. You can get to the answer pretty much also if I see the question. Now, so how this works, and it's powerful. This is how I match up my numbers too. It's powerful. Matching the front, just like I said, if the 00 front and 00 back don't match up, then I'm playing triple zeros. I know why I'm playing. First thing when I see triples, or I get ready to play triples, it's going to be triple zeros. When I'm tracking doubles and see that they have failed. That's what I'm saying. You tracking the actual 1,000 numbers. For instance, let's see. Numbers I'd start, like this 43 I know ain't hit all year yet. I got my eye on it. And say I look down here and look at the threes and see what 3 didn't hit, and this 3-8 ain't failed. Then my number gonna be to play. Gonna be that 438. Especially if I see that the 438 ain't failed all year yet. No way off of my sheets. At 438. And what I do, even though I do one of these sheets here every month, I do an annual sheet. So at a glance, I know what numbers haven't came out for the whole year. And what its opposite hasn't showed. Let's see. I'll show you the sheet that I'm talking about. This is my annual sheet. I get my annual sheet here. And I'm talking about just the numbers. I ain't talking about doing the strategies, the other strategies, strategy 2, 3, and these two here. I'm just talking about the actual numbers annually. I make an annual sheet and see any column here. I can tell at a glance what number fell and what number didn't. Okay, that's the annual sheet. So I'm tracking all year. One sheet, that's an annual sheet, and then these here each month, I do a different sheet. So I know reason why I do that. I know what numbers didn't fall off of what columns and how long it's been since a column hit for the individual's number. Because these columns can take 60 to 90 days to hit a single column. 60 to 90 days. And doubles can take 5 months or better, a single column. So if you just bouncing on and off numbers and not know why you bouncing on and off of them, you might be bouncing off a number that's finna hit. Or you got a good chance or a good reason to know it's finna hit if you're tracking it. But if you ain't tracking it, you have no idea what's gonna hit. It's all luck. Luck runs out. Luck runs out. At least tracking, you got a greater chance of knowing what's going on with the numbers. And then we have here in the lottery world, you're going to hear a lot about mirroring systems, mirroring numbers. They like to mirror a lot of numbers. I use mirrors so I know what number has come out and what number hasn't and why I would do it. And that's what makes this sheet so powerful. These works out so powerful. And I'll show you what mirroring is. Mirroring is take a number 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it's like you took those 1,000 numbers, divide them in half, and you got those zeros on top, and you got the 499 to 499. You got the 500 on the bottom, and the 999 to 999. And what that's telling you, that the top numbers opposite the bottom numbers. The bottom numbers is the reflection of the top numbers. They opposite each other, or they mirror. They say mirror opposite, or mirror opposite. What's the other one? Mirror and opposite, and sister number. Sister number. But all it is adding +5 to any single number. So 5 to 0, you get 5. 5 to 1, you get 6. 5 to 2, you get 7. 5 to 3, you get 8. 5 to 4, you get 9. Same way here. If you add 5 to 5, you're going to get 10, but you don't use the 1, you just use the 0, right? 5 to 6, you're going to get 11. You get a 1. Same here. You get 12. You get the 2. 13, you get the 3. And 5 to 9 is 14. You just do the 4. So let's say I played 0, 1, 2. But let me do this first. And that's what they're saying. 0 mirrors a 5, 5 mirrors a 0, 1 mirrors a 6, 6 mirrors a 1, 2 mirrors a 7, 7 mirrors a 2, 3 mirrors a 8, 8 mirrors a 3, 4 mirrors a 9, 9 mirrors a 4. So if I played 0, 1, 2, and the lottery played 5, 6, 7, they just mirrored my number. See how they do that? They just mirrored your number. Because 0, 1, 2 is the same as 5, 6, 7. Or a sister number or mirror number. If you played 1, 2, 3, and the lottery played 6, 7, 8, they just mirrored your number again. Or if you played triple zeros, and they played triple fives, and you'll see a lot of that happening. Now, there's no rhyme or reason to it happening, because there's nothing that's going to tell you when a triple going to fall. There's nothing going to tell you when none of these numbers are going to fall, because every day they random. There's no way of knowing when these numbers are going to fall. The only thing I ain't seen yet, out of all the years I played, and it might happen in other states, I can't see it. It can't say it has or hasn't happened. But the only thing I haven't personally seen, and I'm gonna show you, I never seen 3 days in a row the same exact number fall, like 5, 6, 7 fall Monday, Tuesday, 5, 6, 7 fall, and Wednesday, 5, 6, 7 fall. I ain't never seen that happen. The same exact numbers fall 3 days in a row. Now, I've seen them fall the opposite day, but I ain't never seen it done 3 days in a row. Not since I've been watching and playing and tracking. And then if they do, I think they cheat. I'm quitting. I'm telling y'all. I mean, it might happen. It'd be like 1 in a million years to happen, maybe, or something. But I've never seen, I see them come back to back, but I never seen them come 3 days exact in a row. Okay? Okay, I ain't seen that yet, y'all. Somebody seen it, take a screenshot of it and send it to me from whatever state it was, if you got it. Somebody might send it to me. It might happen. I ain't never seen it though. Not in Missouri or Illinois. Well, I hadn't tracked Illinois in a while. I just started backtracking Illinois. So yeah. So if you was to play the 567 and they played the 012, they just did the opposite of what you were playing. If you played 678 and they played 123, same thing. Or if you played 112 and they played 667. 112 667. See here, 1 is a 6, 6 is a 1, 2 is a 7, 7 is a 2. Okay. Let's see what else we got here. Never. Okay, good. Glad to know it. Because if they do that, I know they cheat, Daddy. Yeah. Let's see what else we got here. What else is there? Oh, okay. Let me get back on track here. And the beauty of my this workout sheet for me is why I use the 1-1 rundown is the most effective to me for these workout sheets. Every one of these numbers in each one of these columns at a glance, they all mirror each other. They all mirror each other. I've been told that it's genius. Believe me, I don't feel like a genius, but I've been told that how I came up with this was genius. And but the beauty of it is that everything's at a glance. You can look at it with your eyeballs and see what's going on. Like, let's say here, I know you can see it. This 018, the mirror of it is 563 at a glance. So you'll know at a glance on this column if the number and its opposite sister didn't fall at a glance. Now, if you know that this 7 column here, as you're tracking, which you're going to be marking off numbers as you go each month, and you realize that column 7 ain't hit in 3 months, when you do hit, you ain't got to guess where you're going to do a tic-tac-toe, another rundown, or grid, or none of that in your life. All you got to do is go to the column and pull the numbers off of that column. Because working with the law of average, especially if the number and its opposite ain't failed, that it works for me, one of the two always come in. Now, things realize you got to stick with your budget. You can track them all, but you can't play them all. Because what you plan, you're going to have to stick with till it hit. And then when I hit, I reinvest that money into the numbers that I didn't track that I know that I got, and I know why I'm carrying them to play them. You can track them all, but you can't play them all. You can track them all, but you can't play them all now. Because so badly I wanted to play the column for this column here, column 1, but I would have busted my budget. And because that 534 failed twice off of it. I said I'm pretty sure they're gonna probably come off that column again. But I had my budget. I stopped. I didn't play it. But it came in. I ain't mad at them because I'm going to keep playing my other numbers because they coming. I just got to stick with them. But that was a hunch. I really, yeah, that was a hunch. But it came. And you're going to get a lot of that, really. But you ain't going to be mad because you sticking with your budget. But you got your numbers that you know why you playing. You ain't most people get burned up and beat up and banged up because when a number come, they don't know why they playing it, so they figure the world done fell on them. But if they know why they playing their numbers, if they come, they not upset. I mean, they not jumping on and off of them and missing them and losing. That's what a lot of people I talk to say, yeah, I'm losing because as soon as I jump off the number, here it comes. And like I'll tell anybody, you jumped off of it because you never knew why you was playing it. That's what it was happening to me. I don't know about nobody else, but that definitely was happening to me. But now I don't get upset. Just like that 044 when I hit it and then 999s. I didn't, because I stayed on those. I knew why I was playing them. and the triple sixes. I knew why I was playing. Now, like I said, I don't play triples. But like I say, when you're tracking the actual thought, your numbers gonna do different than my numbers in Illinois. I ain't got no strategy that's gonna fit what's going on with the numbers in your state. Not a strategy in the world would I know other than this workout sheet to tell you, okay, I see what's going on there. Looking at your sheet and the work you done did, yeah, this a good idea to play those numbers, or how I would play those numbers. Looking at your tracking, not my tracking. I'm tracking Illinois now. If you can get online and play in Illinois, that's fine. Bet any sports or however you do it. But I'm not tracking all these numbers for all of these states and putting up numbers for y'all and say play these numbers. You never see me on the street hit me in my eye. Talk about you saying play this number. I ain't doing that one. And I got my face all over you too. You ain't about to punch me in my eye because I told you play no number. And even in Illinois, I'm telling y'all what I'm playing. I ain't telling y'all play nothing because you might see something that I don't see. I'd be crazy, man. I'd be a crazy man trying to track all these numbers and tell people what to play. You can't pay me that much. I'm telling y'all, no. I don't like lying to myself, and I definitely don't like lying to other people. And I know what it takes. And you're going to know what it takes if you're going to be in this to win it and not hopping in and out of it. Now, if you're hopping in and out, that's a different story. If you're hopping in and out, I just say, but go for what you know and buy some quick picks. Maybe that's what I would do rather than do, and this ain't like, because like I say, all you got to do is mark it off. And all the columns, each one of these columns mirror each other, just like the doubles. And you'll learn how to use those mirrors to your benefit, too. Working with the law average. Like the doubles, the same thing. They all mirror each other. Like this 004, and the mirror it is 559. Bam. If you see that these two ain't came, this ain't rocket science to figure out what to play. It ain't rocket science. You're just gonna play these two. Or if you go down here where you see the 004 and the 044 ain't played, that's how I hit the 044, because last year 044 or the 400 didn't play at all. And then when I seen that 444 hadn't played in 90 days, it wasn't rocket science to say, okay, them the two to play. And the thing about here, I tell anybody, if you're going to play and you're using the workout sheet, play it like it is on the sheet also. Because most of the time it comes out exactly like it is on the sheet. Okay? Yeah, because a lot of these guys, a lot of these folks that tell y'all play all these numbers, they ain't showing their face because they know what they going to get if y'all beat them. They going to get punched in the nose. Because they've been telling you this stuff. Oh, play all these numbers, play them for 7 days. They going to come out. I guarantee it. Yeah, right. Guarantee you. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. If they was doing that, believe me, they wouldn't be on YouTube. Wouldn't be out there selling no numbers. I'm giving it to you. Okay. I'll guide you through it. But like people, I get rewarded for doing what I do. I do personal counseling. And they don't really have to call me back too much no more, because once you got it, you got this. And my channel is up 1,500 videos. So, because I ain't lying to y'all. I ain't playing I ain't telling y'all to get no numbers. Now, if you put the fire in, if you do the work, I'll help you. But I'm not going to be talking about here numbers to play at all states. All states. Who heard of such? How you going to do an all state when all the numbers running different? Numbers don't travel. They do. Them 1,000 numbers do what they do. And if you ain't tracking them, you don't know what they doing. So we got to get, if you're going to win, you're going to track. Period. If you want to win decent, and see how you winning. This is what it does. It shows you how you winning or how you losing. And it works off the law average principle. And the way it came to me is, I seen it where a guy years ago, I don't know, sometimes in life you just pay attention to stuff that you don't realize you probably need or you might use later on in life, where casinos, I couldn't even gamble at that time, but I always was inquiring minds wanting to know person. And this guy had got thrown off the boat. And I say, how a guy get thrown off the boat? Seems like they want everybody on the boat to get their money. So what happened, he had figured out how to win 21. And back then, 21 was a popular game, a blackjack. It was popular. Everybody knew how to play it. So what he did, he figured out, working with the law average, and they only had one deck back then. If he could figure out what all the numbers was played, the cards that played, and the cards that were left, and he loaded up on those cards that were left, he could win and win handsomely, which he did. And they abandoned him off the boat. They started naming him a card counter. Gave him a name as a card counter, where he had a memory. He could memorize them cards, and he had a technique to memorize them. And that's basically what we're doing with Pick 3 at a glance. So what they did, they banned him off the boat. So he went and got him a bunch of people and taught them his skills and his strategies, and sent them out on the boats. And they started winning. And they called them professional card counters. And they come back and split the pot with him. And they so now that if they spy you as a card counter for blackjack table, they ain't letting you on that boat. They ain't letting you get in no 21 table. Because the method is fairly easy. He wrote a book on it too, on how to win. But they went to putting 5 decks of cards in the 21 table. So it's harder to count, but they still can count them. They won't let you, if they spy you as a card counter, you ain't getting on that boat. Because it's easy. It's an easy method to do if you got the brain for it. Anybody could win it if you're a card counter. Because all you got to do is work with the law average, count the cards out that came. But that's pretty much it. I think I covered everything. Oh, you're so welcome, Angie. Angela, you're so welcome. Just take your time. These numbers ain't going nowhere. Numbers ain't going nowhere. Just take your time. You get there. Yeah, take your time. Play responsibly. I want you to play because you want to and not because you have to, because you ain't paid your light bill, your gas bill, your telephone bill, your house note, trying to win these numbers, and the poor dog looking at you crazy asking where his dog food at. What? Oh man, I'm getting goofy, y'all. It's time for me to get off this thing because I start talking goofy to y'all. Yeah. All right. Okay, family. Thanks everybody that came out today. Okay. I hope you enjoyed it. All right. So play them till they come. Make that money, y'all. Peace and love. God bless. And if you're tracking, you'll soon be packing the Lucky Town. But if anybody got any questions, I said, anybody got anything? I don't know if anybody's on here that. Now you don't be shy and bashful. If you're on here and you're looking, and you want to learn, just ask me the questions now. I'm set up now for the chat. Maybe I missed something, but like I said, I got 15 videos. You can look them over. They're all pretty straightforward. They all pretty much cover the same pattern, and pretty much. But if there's any other questions you have. All right, family. Okay, y'all. So play them till they come. Make that money, y'all. Peace and love. God bless.